Well, we're back at it today. We're going to finish off all the drainage pipes, the 2-inch and 3-inch for the water system. The last piece of this that we have is the actual completion of the venting. As you can see, I'm extending all of these pipes up. They're eventually going to go, as we work here today and this week, we're going to work up in the rafters, in the trusses, and get that extended out to the point where they're going to actually exit the roof. I'm not going to do the penetrations to the roof until we get through the winter and rainy season, but here we are in, like, for example, the master bedroom, and that penetration will go up through the ceiling right here, and we'll get those done. But this week we're going to work it on, finish off the venting so that we can move on to the supply line side of the plumbing. We're getting closer and closer to doing that, and I'm pretty happy with the progress. So let's get started. Well, hopefully, I might have to make a little rundown for some additional stuff. Had to get a bunch of 90-degree angles and a couple of T's in order to do all the work up in the trusses. But it's nice having a hardware store in town so that I can go in there and get what I need for this. They have, for a small little store, they have everything that I could possibly need to get this done. So we'll continue on and finish off with the 2-inch venting. Well, we're back at the plumbing and finishing off the last of the drainage part, which is all of the vents. I ran the lower holes. I still got to cut a couple of holes for the top plate so I can start extending my venting up into the trusses to the eventual place they'll exit the roof. So I'm going to get started this morning by finishing off the venting, and we'll end that project of the drainage part of the plumbing so we can move on to the actual supply side of things. So let's get going with some of this work. So with that, as you can see at the top of the pipe going through here, I've got to calculate out that distance and extend the pipe up to go through the hole I just drilled. So we're getting closer with these. I've got 2 more to go, and then we'll start working up on the trusses with the rest of the piping. All right, so 18 and a half inches. See how the ends break on this stuff? It gets really temperamental when it's cold out, and right now it's about 24 degrees out, so I'm gonna have to recut that pipe, but left a lot of overage, so I'm okay there. So all the vertical drains go up through the top plates. I've got it in this side of the house, in the master bedroom, master bath side of the house. And now we'll go connect up the laundry room vent and the vanity vent in the guest bathroom. And then we start working up in the trusses and moving things towards a finally vent out of the house. All right, so the vent comes back out, and then right here I'm going to put a 90-degree elbow up that'll go straight up for the roof penetration. I'm going to stop with that part of the venting on this side of the house until we get to spring and past the snow and rainy season, and then we'll work on the actual roof penetrations, and I'll do a separate video on how I set those vents. Probably should have at least run a stub out before they did the roof, but unfortunately, I didn't have the time to get that done with the roof decking completion and the time between that and the roofing. So we're just gonna have to add it in after the fact. So we got one half of the house done, and then we'll go over and finish off the second part of this house with the 2-inch venting. Well, after a short little break of going to the hot springs, we're back at it today. It's a new day, and we're going to finish off our 2-inch venting for the drainage on the plumbing, and then we'll be done with that. So let's get back at it and finish this off. It's probably overkill, but I'm using these 2-inch clamps to hook up everything along the runs of the trusses, so that way everything is secure. They're just vent pipes and it's just air, but still the weight of the pipe, you know, over time I don't want it sagging and doing anything funky. So I'm going to go ahead and add these braces in all along the long runs to the vents, and then that way they're secure. Well, I must say I'm pretty excited. That finish of the 2-inch pipe for the venting completes all of our drainage, plumbing, and venting on this project. That means I've got the laundry room done, the 2 toilets, both vanity sinks, and the shower and tub. That's pretty huge with the 3-inch drain lines and everything connected below. We've got that big project off the list, and now we'll head on to start doing all the supply line, the hot and cold water lines, and putting all that in. That's going to be a little bit trickier task in its own right, because I'm going from 1/2 inch to 3-inch, or 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch plumbing, and then I got to compensate for where everything's going to connect, either in the utility room or the back of the house for the pressure tank and for the booster pump and all that goes with that equipment. Like I said, the water is a 3-stage process. We have still left to put in the well pump has to go in, and need a booster pump between the cistern and the house, and then all of the water supply pieces like the pressure tank, hot water tank, all those pieces have to be considered, have to be planned out and put into place as well. But we're getting closer and closer. It's like I said, it's one big massive project off my list, and it certainly has not been a easy one. It's been probably one of the more complex pieces of everything that I've done, trying to figure out all the angles and all that to meet code and to do exactly what it's supposed to do without backing up. But next up, we'll get on the supply side. Anyway, I appreciate all your time and attention and your comments. Please remember to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and I appreciate it again. Thanks for watching. I went ahead and set the 45 there, or that